Are you happy I got tires? And 5 lights out here in round 2 of season 5. Caleb's already dropped the position, and we have a lot of ghost cars. As Caleb dropped the position, he might have lost it or ghosted through. Plumpy and Burt are fighting wheel to wheel as Plumpy goes off into the grass and Burt keeps the position. Damien's still P2, but Damien might get overtaken. No, he doesn't. He closes that off immediately. Pineapple's up to P7. Taps with somebody. Taps with Burt. Burt off into the gravel. Losing positions. Comes back on track. Comes back on track pretty cleanly, but loses many positions. Matt already up, and there goes a car. Pineapple's into the wall. Virtual safety car has been deployed. No actual safety car. Pineapples, don't know how that happened, but smacked the side of the wall. And look at the other kick. The other kick hit the back of Bajit. 10-second time penalty. Or hit the back of Steamrat. Hit the bro. I don't even know what just happened. Steamrat hit the back of Bears. 10-second time penalty for him. 10-second time penalty for Bajit for hitting the back of somebody. Oh, brake checking Polar, I think. I don't really know. Either way, a lot has happened. Holy crap. Ferrari still leads the 1-2. Sarkos makes up a position. Caleb now has moved down a position, but still a fast driver. Could probably make it back up. Plumpy still in P5. Hasn't really done anything. He's just defended against his teammate and kept that position. MC from P10 to P6. This needs to be talked about at the end of the race if he can keep this position. Matt P7. Seam Loken, Burt, and Alex. Rockstar with the drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. This changes absolutely everything. Damien in P2, he's on faster tires. Rockstar sets the fastest lap, but that's kind of a given. This will change a lot here today, as Plumpy will now see this as his #1 competitor in the championship, in the Drivers' Championship, and he has a drive-through penalty. And a drive-through penalty in a sprint race, you don't have enough laps to actually gain it all back. This is a stint, right? Show Pineapples. If you mean sprint, yes, it is a sprint. We have another race right after this. You'll be racing a... Oh, you're not even racing, Adele. My bad. Plumpy trying to make an overtake on Caleb. Can he do it? Down the outside he goes. They're almost tapped tires. He has the better... Caleb has the better line, but does Caleb want to push it? Nope, he looks like position has been overtaken. Caleb taps the back of Plumpy. Plumpy keeps it. No damage. If any damage was just caused by Caleb. Yes, it was. Everybody is fine. That's definitely a racing incident. But now Caleb lost the position, and Damien defends by taking the inside. Almost parks it on the curb, though. Really slow exit from the Red Bull. Or from the Ferrari. Is the Ferrari holding the cars up for Rockstar to pit and lose less time through his drive-through? This is interesting. I don't know. I'm just saying. But either way, Damien's going to get overtaken here. Sarkos is right on the back of him. Sarkos is spamming that ERS. Damien is trying to recover it. Will Sarkos send it down the inside? He's using a driver that will. He tested him as Plumpy's in P3. Caleb has got a lot of dirty tires just like Plumpy. Is going to have to try to survive that. Matt is in P6. And Sarkos makes an overtake on Damien, and so does Plumpy. Plumpy goes down the inside. Sarkos goes down the inside. Both make an overtake. Damien goes from the race leader, and 3 corners later is now in P3. Caleb sees this in P4. He's kind of sitting back and relaxing, watching everybody else burn their tires, do what they want. Damien and Sarkos are both on soft tires to start out with. Sarkos, this is good. He will be faster. He'll have clean air. Damien with the soft tires will burn behind the Red Bull. He needs to somehow start thinking about how he wants to make an overtake. He has more speed going into the corner, but he's not going to try. He's not going to attempt. He's going to let these two fight. Looks like Plumpy, though, might actually have the grip to do so. Yes, he does. I think Sarkos is saving or something. Yes, you can tell his battery. He's harvesting. He lets the overtake happen. He doesn't go for that win here on lap 3. He knows the win will happen later on in the race. What about Rockstar down in P13? He has quite a bit of gap. He has clean air. He's got to try to make these positions back up. Remember, where you start or where you end will be where you start in the actual race. So that's the only problem. That's gonna be look. Everyone's in DRS. Everyone in DRS up to P11. DRS train. Damien Sarkos. Sarkos has got to make a move here. Nobody else is going to really have the time to. Sarkos has to break this DRS train, and he has to do it as soon as possible. His tires will not be as good as Plumpy. Plumpy can take these tires a lot longer. So what he needs to do is get ahead of him, if not slow him down, or try to break away. The 4th lap is on. And we have a lot of drivers behind each other. I'm gonna switch out a tire. I don't like staring at tires, bro, the entire time. Looks like Damien might try to make an overtake. Yes, Damien down the outside of Sarkles. Ferrari on the outside, Mercedes on the inside. Ferrari makes a clean move. Up to P2 goes Damien. He has one man in his sights, and that would be Gank Plumpy, as he has the DRS. Plumpy does not, but he's too far back to even attempt anything. And it looks like Matt attempts an overtake on Bert, and he actually, I don't know if he attempted it or defended it, but either way, Bert's on the inside, Matt on the outside is going to have to get through as Bert goes out, and Bert goes off the track again. Bert off the track once more into the gravel, losing so many positions. Matt trying to defend against the V-Carb. Question is, can he defend against the V-Carb? Yes, he can, but he might get overtaken right here. And Damien attempts an overtake, doesn't actually do it, and CM Loken is going to actually attempt it. They go wheel to wheel. CM Loken almost goes off the track. Bert watching it happen, can't really do anything as two cars are parked in the middle of the track. And Matt and CM Loken go fighting, but CM Loken takes the position. Matt in the middle, and it looks like Caleb has spun out. Caleb racing for the win, racing for the sprint win, racing for pole position here in Australia, and now he's down to P9. Looks like some really dirty tires, so I'm guessing he clipped the grass and spun out. This is not looking good for Haas, as one driver is in P8 when they should be up in the top 3. The other driver is in P16 with 0 points. As MC overtakes Sarkles, he's proven he can get multiple podiums here in ERS. And he's back into the podium position once again. Bert with 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That was kind of a given, as he's struggled a lot here in Australia. And Damien is thinking about sending down the side. They tap tires, but Plumpy keeps position. Damien's getting aggressive here. He wants this win, and he knows he needs to take it from the Red Bull, as the constructors is on the line. His drivers might be on the line. Damien cuts that corner entirely. Definitely got a warning. Needs to be more careful about that later on in the race. Do we have any guys close enough to make an overtake? And it looks like Chase might make an overtake on Bears. And yes, he does. Chase with a clean overtake on Bears. McLaren up to P15. Not a bad result so far. There's a lot of drivers in DRS trains. This is going to be really interesting. It's really these two that are fighting wheel to wheel. As Rockstar is now 2 seconds down from Caleb. Caleb's 2 seconds down from CM Loken. These two fast drivers, these two champions, have messed up to pull some mistake and have to make their way back up. Damien half a second. He is on soft tires, so I'm guessing his tires are starting to go. And Plumpy is starting to he's starting to be just way faster really, bro. This point at this rate as MC ends. We have a slow moving car, looks like a Bears. No, not a Bears, a Bajit. We have a slow moving car, a Bajit, and he's a 10-second time penalty still, bro. Damn. And he spins out. Bajit spins out. What is going on? Holy crap. Struggling here. The Aston Martin driver. He's going to start P22 if he doesn't fix that, as Damien is now under pressure by MC. Question is, when do these soft tires go? Because I think the soft tires are already gone, and I think he's going to have to pit at the end of this lap if he wants to recover and try to come back. It's always the Astons. Yeah, I agree, Banks, but I think Damien's going to have to pit here and pit soon, I'm guessing. And Rockstar comes out. Oh, that's why Damien didn't pit, because Rockstar comes out of the pits. Damien's definitely pitting next lap. He's losing too much time, and he needs to try to attempt an undercut. Looks like Caleb, though, is now right behind CM Loken. Can he attempt anything? What about Chase? Chase is too far back to even somewhat think an overtake, but Caleb is not. Caleb on the outside, maybe the inside. Tries to take an interesting line. Don't know what that was about. And we have an Aston who's retired from the session. With nobody near him, though, so it doesn't matter. I don't know if they retired in the pits or on track. It looks like on track, but I can't tell. Oh, no, I think it's in the pits. Either way, 3-second time penalty for Matt the GOAT for multiple track warnings, multiple track limits. Caleb, let's see. Damien goes into the pits. His tires are gone. It's not going to be anywhere compared to everybody else. He does go into the pits. But so is Plumpy, and Plumpy has medium tires. So Plumpy has better tires, but he opts to go into the pits now. Plumpy pops out, and let's see what everyone's tires are now that everybody has pitted pretty much. Yeah, almost everybody's pitted. Plumpy's on hards. Damien's on mediums. Damien's right behind. He'll be on faster tires, but for how long will he be on these faster tires? As Caleb's up to P2, he has 13 seconds of a gap. He needs to pay attention to this, as he doesn't need to pit too soon, because he could pit onto soft tires if he stays out long enough. He needs to see if Plumpy, with him fighting with other drivers, will make him lose time. If not, he needs to pit to try to survive the humongous undercut. As MC leads the race, and he's on hard tires. I think he pulled the right strategy. I think everyone saw that MC was so fast around here that his strategy was clearly the best to actually look at. As Bert is going to be right on the back of Damien. The question is, how did Damien lose so much time when he was right on the back of Plumpy coming out of the pits? Either way, Bert makes an overtake and is up to P4. This is not looking good for Ferrari, as Ferrari has two Red Bulls who've now passed him, but I'm pretty sure Bert hasn't pitted yet. Bert has pitted. I am so wrong. My bad. Bert is only one lap. Yeah, I'm so wrong. This is going to get interesting, as Plumpy is going to lead this race as well. Where's the penalties? There we go. Caleb goes in the pits. MC goes in the pits. Plumpy come around the final corner on the straight. He takes that P1, and he is now leading here in Australia on lap 9 of round 2. As MC, though, pitting, still comes out in P2. Damien with a 3-second time penalty. MC's strategy has put him up into the top, as he did start like P10. Damien goes on the outside. He has to leave room for Bert, but Bert has to leave room for him, but he has to still tuck behind in P4. His teammate, though, in P8, kind of in a slipstream. He needs to figure out how to get out of this slipstream. Good thing is, it's only a sprint race. For any team that's been struggling or out of the points, the other teams are not getting too many points on you, but every point matters here in ERS. Damien now being on the back of Bart, but Bart has that DRS from MC, and Damien tries to make a mover, but Bart closes that door and closes it fast, and Damien almost into the wall, almost loses his entire car. Might have got a warning from that, but Bart sends it down the inside. Will MC fight it? No, he will not. Yes, he will. Goes wide. MC almost goes off the track, and Damien's wing is gone. Broke the end plate of Damien's wing from MC, somewhat going off the grass and losing some traction. We have a car that went off the grass somewhere, and it looks like the car of Haas. Haas is starting to struggle. This is bad for Damien, as he has wing damage and he has a penalty. He's going to start to struggle here, and he's going to lose out in the long run. But Plumpy is P1, and he is chilling, as Bert is P2, just fighting with the rest of the pack. MC's on good tires. Bert's on good tires. Damien's on great tires as well, but he has some wing damage after that incident. And then, sadly for Damien, I think it's a racing incident as well. I don't think it's going to put him up. And Damien flies off the track. Bert retires from the session. What the hell happened to Bert? Bro, I took one drink. I hurried and took a drink and looked back up. What the hell happened to Bert? Bert is out. Yet again. Bert will cost money. I gotta update the money, by the way. I forgot about that. Bert cost money for Red Bull once again. Damien definitely cut that corner. He's gonna get another time penalty. He needs to be careful. Somebody needs to tell him to stop cutting these corners. Also, more points, less points for Red Bull. This is crazy. And we have a safety car. This will change everything. This will help Plumpy, as he can pit if everybody else will pit, but you don't really need to pit. So this is really determined strategy. If you pit here and you don't need to, you'll be screwed. As Plumpy goes into the pits, but his tires are like damn near new. MC goes into the pits. Damien stays out. Caleb stays out. Caleb staying out hard is probably a bad idea. CM Loken stays out. Sarkos goes in. Rockstar goes in. Yeah, they couldn't double stack. That's the problem. Alex goes in. Polar is going in, but he's slowing down. He doesn't want to sit there, I guess. I don't know what that was about. Big P stays out. What about Ginger? Will Ginger stay out? Ginger stays out. Chase goes in. Or Ginger not stays out. Ginger goes in. Chase goes in. Pineapples goes in. Stimrat stays out as his teammate goes in. Rafko could go in. It doesn't even matter. Even if his teammate didn't or did, he could go. So could Bears. Damien pulled a strategy. He told himself that staying out would be the best strat, as his tires will cool down. This actually could be the best strategy. His tires will cool down as long as Caleb and Matt slow up their best of the pack. Damien can go. Or these three can go and CM Loken can slow down Plumpy. But Plumpy will be on fast tires. Plumpy will have about 4 laps to catch. And if he catches you, he will pass you. The good thing is, anybody that stayed out, their tires will cool. So obviously the hard guys, they don't want their tires to cool. CM Loken and Kayla needs the tires to start warming up. Over Damien, Matt would love their tires to cool down. I think Matt started on hard tires. Why did he pit to mediums? Maybe he thinks soft tires will burn too fast? I don't know. That's going to be interesting. There's so many different tires right now. So many different people are on different strategies. The back markers are slowing, the back markers for this race specifically, I'm saying, are slowing the safety car, and this might help the front runners that need it the most, like Damien, Kayla, Matt. However, Damien has a time penalty. Is it 6 seconds now? 3 and 3, so Matt and Damien really need to speed this stuff up, or they're going to lose so many positions. It's like the more laps they have, the better, but also at the same time, the less laps they have, the better. They want less laps, so there's less chance of Plumpy catching, but they want more laps, so there's more chance of gapping fast drivers, or just gapping drivers in general so they can keep more positions. Rockstar's pitted. He's a fast driver. We need to remember he is in there in the middle of the pack. He's hungry for a sprint win. He won one before for his home team, in a home race. Now he's a P8 in Australia. I think this is it. Safety car will be in this lap. We'll have 3 laps of racing, 1 without DRS. 3 laps of racing without DRS. That means it's purely off pace. It's going to be interesting. Also, Damien has wing damage. Because Damien has wing damage, he might defending his other guys slightly more aggressive. So if Caleb can get a good jump on him at the start, overtake him in turn 1, he might just be able to sail on home with the sprint win. Safety car's in this lap. Matt tried to go around the outside in turn 5. And make me crash. Oh, poor pineapples. Okay. We will spectate from Caleb's point of view. The safety car restart. Yeah, let's spectate from Plumpy's, because Plumpy will see everybody in a straight line and see if anybody's overtaking. And I can also see Plumpy's view on CM Logan, if he can try to jump him. Plumpy's slowing the back down behind him. Damien figure out when he wants to go. And there he goes. Like I said, I think Plumpy would get a jump, and I think he did for a second. Damien got a good gap already. He needs to break that DRS. And Plumpy down on the outside. Can he make it stick? I think he will. Yes, he will. Already made an overtake. I see him. Loki gets a 3-second time penalty after that overtake. Polar gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple people into turn 1 are starting to gain these time penalties. Plumpy now his next opponent, his next guy is going to be Matt. Matt will be on these medium tires, but Matt needs to defend with his life. He has that 3-second time penalty. If he starts moving down the grid, he will lose out on the points entirely. As Plumpy, with better tires, is going on the outside, trying to take the better line when he comes on the inside. He'll have 0 DRS, but next time around, he will have that DRS. That's going to be very, very helpful. Anybody trying to maybe attempt an overtake? Maybe Polar. Polar dives down the inside, forces the kick to go wide. Nobody makes any contact. Looks like somebody might be thinking about something here soon. No, they do not. Yes, they do. Adele tries to fancy an overtake. Almost loses control of the entire car. Ginger and P14. Oh, Rafka almost dies right there. Somebody locks their tires up, and it causes McLaren to make an overtake, and maybe a Haas will make an overtake. Yes, he will. Okay, there's a lot of drivers here. What about Plumpy? Plumpy thinks about the outside for sure, but Matt, showing his defensive skills, defends Plumpy amazingly. He also needs to try to get Plumpy to get a 3-second time penalty, as he needs to defend him. And he does not. He pulls to the side. Next man up is Caleb. It's like a cat and mouse game right here. The man on the great tires, just overtaking these great drivers ahead of him, because he just clearly has the best pace. Damien's going to lose a lot of positions with the 3-second time penalty. At this point, he needs to hope for something magical. As Rockstar will gain a position, 2 positions, Rockstar will end on the podium, which would be good for his Drivers' Championship with Plumpy. As he's P5 currently, almost goes way too wide there. And Caleb trying to make an overtake. Damien forces on the outside, and he is forced to give that position. Well done to Caleb. Caleb leads the race. He can win here in the sprint, but he has to beat Plumpy. He has to beat Damien. He has to beat Rockstar with 1 lap left to go. Caleb will start lap 15 in the sprint race. Damien, can he make an overtake? He might be fast enough to. No, he's not going to. He knows his 3-second time penalty. At this point, it does not really matter. At this point, if for constructors, I would just make sure, if I was Damien, to make sure Plumpy did not get past, as that would be more points for Red Bull. Caleb in P1, leading in Sector 1. Plumpy knows he has to get past. He has to get past fast, but Rockstar on the outside of Plumpy into a weird, awkward corner. Rockstar off the track. Was he forced, or was it just a horrible line by him? But he's losing position after position after position. Rockstar down to P6. Bears has retired from the session, but Caleb, I don't think it's possible to overtake this man anymore. I think he's way too far back. I think Caleb has done it. He's never won a sprint race here in ERS. He's won 3 races in his career, all done in the same season, in Season 2. He raced for V-Carb then. He races for Banks. He races for Haas now. Caleb with 1 corner left to go. Great strategy. Great driver. Amazing pace. And he'll cross that line in P1. 2 seconds ahead of the pack. Caleb wins here in Australia. Wins the sprint race and will start in pole position for the actual featured race. Plumpy comes home in P2. MC slithers his way onto the podium and ends in P3. Rockstar, after that mistake, whether it was a mistake or what, ends in P4. And I couldn't tell you what happened for the rest of them because it ended too fast. We're going to spectate from Plumpy's POV because Plumpy's going to get a good, and especially because Caleb doesn't even have a setup on now. And here goes Plumpy. Got a better start. Like I said before, everyone's kind of ghosty, so they can't go inside each other. Now he will not, as Caleb does take a better corner, but Plumpy's going to be on that setup. Caleb will not. I think Plumpy's going to make another I think he's going to attempt an overtake here into the next corner. He's going down the inside, and Caleb goes really wide. Plumpy's going to take that position. He's going to lead this race. Caleb, him going wheel to wheel, but everyone knows if you're on the inside, you're good. And 10-second time penalty corner for corner cutting and gained 1 place. Bert, what is he doing? This is not going good for Red Bull right now, I can tell you that much. As Caleb is going to start to struggle. And Polar has retired from the session. Polar is out of the session. And we have virtual safety car. Big P is also out, so it looks like those two have crashed into each other. Sorry, guys. I was texting in admins and everything, so that's why I was really distracted. Anyways, I closed my Discord. So now we are no longer looking at anything. We are only distracted on this race. Plumpy leads it. Caleb, P2. He needs to hang on. He needs to survive. Rockstar still P4. Everyone has pretty much kept positions. What the hell happened to Burt B-Rad? Can you please tell me what is so BS about whatever the hell happened to this guy? Why is it BS? What happened? He gained a place. Obviously, it said he gained a place. So we cut a corner and gained a place. And that means he didn't give it back then. They win another game, 10-second penalty. I tried to restart, but I have an admin that does not want to restart. He's really adamant on the fact that he doesn't want to restart. I think it's because he's a TP, but that doesn't matter. Either way, he doesn't want to restart. So Burr is now P10. He's 3 drivers ahead of him. We're fighting wheel to wheel. And it looks like Rafko might have made up a couple positions. Yes, he did. Great recovery from the sprint to the race. Up to P7. Burt makes an overtake. And we have somebody's end plate just went flying. And I have no idea whose. Whose end plate just went flying? It looks like it might be the Mercedes. Is it the Mercedes? Yes, it is. The Mercedes end plate went flying off the car. Oh, bad things about to happen as Bert's trying to make an overtake on Matt. Can he do it? They're tapping tires. Bert might actually make the switch back as well. He needs to be careful not to cut that corner, though, because he already has a 10-second time penalty, and it's definitely not going to go well. Bert, is he going to try to send it down the inside? And no, he cannot, because Matt sent it down the inside. I do not think that was Matt's fault. I think Bert was going to dive bomb, and Matt had no idea he was going to dive bomb. But now Bert has weight damage, and Bert forces Matt off the track. Bert leaves zero room, dive bombs Matt, forces him off the track. Matt loses 3 positions, and Bert goes up to PA as Gang Plumpy sets the fastest lap, and Damien behind sets a 1, and then we have a crash. We have a crash. I don't know what just happened. Ginger is, or somebody, Rez is out of the session. No, he is not. Rez survives that. Rez just survived the impossible, went into a wall at like 150 miles per hour, and he's retired from the session. He's rage quit. It just cost his team more money. When there's a safety car, so he could have just pitted and been fine. Rez, obviously showing that he does not want these points. He doesn't really care about chasing for that podium here today. No motivation to race. He retires from the session. There's probably going to be another penalty going towards... Oh, you have rear wing damage? I didn't see that. I just saw you hit the side of... I just saw you hit the front. Yeah, bro. Rear wing damage goes Rez. He's not racing. Anyways, Bert's, what I was going to say is he's going to get a penalty for that. I watched the dive bomb. I watched him force Matt off the track and into the gravel. So Bert already has a 10-second time penalty. And I think he's going to get another time penalty. This is not going to be good for Bert. Raph goes up to P7. Caleb's in P2. Caleb has 0 setup on. There is no way Caleb could try to finesse this. If he does, he'll show why he is a Season 2 champ. Okay, let's see. Sunken Man has left the session, obviously. Wait, oh, by the way, since he's left the session, we, whoever's the top of the charts for race engineering, they can join now. So if you're an admin in this chat, please look at the top of the chart and at whoever's on the top. And unless you know for a fact they don't have no race engineer, then go down the list and see if they want to race engineer. This will help Caleb, as at least he can stay on the back of Plumpy for longer. Let's see what tires everybody is on. I forgot to do that. How the hell did I forget to do that? Okay, so this is good for Rafko. He's already made up a lot of positions, and he's on hard tires. So this could be very good for him, as he's made up positions on slower tires. Alex, same for him for Matt. Both McLaren's, actually. Interesting strategy call for putting both on the same tire when it comes to such a... Yeah, interesting. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Both kicks are also on it. So seem Loken. Bert goes into the pits to serve his 10-second time penalty. And he almost gets murdered by another car. No, this is interesting. I'm just sorry. Wasn't talking for the lap. I was thinking about certain strategies with certain drivers. Okay. Plumpy leads the race. Then goes Caleb in P2. Then MC in P3. MC showed a lot of pace around here. Let's see if he can keep it. He showed a lot of pace on hard tires. He has different tires this time, though, so we'll see what he can do with that. Roxon's a fast driver. We don't really know where he was at, as he did recover up to P4 in the sprint after... Did get drive-through penalty, so if that doesn't show you how fast you are, I don't know what does. However, we don't know how fast he is compared to the top drivers of like Caleb and Plumpy. Caleb and Plumpy have easily been the fastest drivers this so far. So that's Damien. So Caleb, Plumpy, and Damien. So I guess we'll have to just wait and see what Rockstar can do compared to them. And a 10-second time penalty goes to... Who the hell did a 10-second time penalty just go to? Goes to Bears, I guess. Yeah, Polar, we're not restarting. Yeah, bro. Polar, we're not restarting now, bro. Yeah, not because of crash drifting. Okay there, buddy. Looks like Stimrat is pitting. I think Stimrat thought he could serve his drive-through penalty, but you can't serve a drive-through penalty under a safety car. So I think that was a mess up for him, unless he actually did want to pit. But I wouldn't have, because now you got to catch with the back anyways. Just to... Actually, that could be smart, because now he can pit. Put on like hard tires or something if he wasn't already on them. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I want to kill... Okay, bro. What? Rez, that was not... Bro, Rez, how is that even possible? If we have no F2 or F3 drivers as reserve drivers, then we'll have no 0 reserve drivers, bro. That's not how a league works, bro. Most leagues have reserve drivers. F1 has reserve drivers, man. Okay. Anyways, Stimrat in P17. So, at the start of this race, we were spectating Plumpy, because he was in P2, to see how he would get the jump on Caleb. Now we'll be spectating Caleb to see how he'll get the jump on Plumpy. Yeah, Caleb's holding on. I don't know how. We have a lot of fast drivers in this league. Like, when I think of the fastest drivers, we got Caleb, we got Plumpy, we got Rockstar, maybe MC possibly, Sarkles, Damien, Matt, and Rez, right? Even Burt. Like, we got these good round 8 drivers or whatnot, and he's keeping up. He's in P2. We'll see what happens, as Caleb might have got caught off guard, but so did MC, and it looks like... oh my gosh, bro, I forgot everyone's name for a second. Caleb needs to stay on the back of Plumpy for as long as possible. I don't think he will... stay with him only because there's no setup, if he really truly doesn't have a setup, but we'll see what happens. But he's showing to be pretty fast in these corners. Maybe he has a setup, he just forgot what his setup was, so he put on different wings or something. We'll see. Bro, Banks, why are we talking about Clash? Caleb right there on the back of him, then we got a lot of drivers here. Any of them close enough to try to fancy an overtake. Might be Ginger on Bears. We'll see what happens. He's not really using your ass. I don't think he wants to make an overtake this early on. There's really no point. And we do have somebody try to make an overtake. CM Loki. Burr is a driver that's really aggressive. He's going to try to take a corner that he probably shouldn't take. He almost did. Try to go down the inside, outside, or inside, my bad. Either way, try to go down on the outside. We hit the brake really hard. My man was not about to have that. As Rafko makes another overtake. He makes an overtake on Sarkles. He makes an overtake on Old Wise One. He has wing damage, though, so I don't know if that was why, or he just bested him in that corner. Either way, and Sarkles dives into the pits. That's a bad strategy call for Sarkles. I don't know why Sarkles is diving into the pits after a safety car. This is interesting. Either way, Matt is trying to make an overtake. Down on the outside, they're tapping side pods, tapping tires, keeping it clean, and I think Matt just killed Alex. Matt, I think he just murdered Alex. And now Alex hit a wall. He lost some of his front wing, lost an end plate. That is not going to be good for the Mercedes. Mercedes is not having it here today. They did not have it in Coda. Holy crap. This team needs something else. As Ginger makes an overtake on Alex. Oh, Alex is just losing position after position after position. Okay, my bad. Damien is 2 seconds behind. What's going on, Damien? Does he have wing damage, or does he just not have the pace here today in the race? Rockstar's running on the back of MC. MC's running on the back of Caleb, but Caleb is right on the back of Plumpy. Caleb might have had a chance to try to send something down the inside, but he has dirty tires, so he's not really going to be able to now. Bro, Alex pushed Matt off, then just hit a wall. Well, that's for bot plane to argue. Yeah, that's for bot plane to argue. There's a chance that happened. I'm just saying from my point of view. Either way, Caleb, half a second back. He is staying with these top drivers. Well, good thing Bob, I think, might be watching the stream as well. Fastest lap goes to Caleb. Fastest lap actually goes to Rockstar. Caleb is fast, though. Rockstar is faster. And Matt is in the middle of both of them. Haas has never been a top team here in ERS. They've always been a backmarker team. But now, the signing of a champion and the signing of a Rafko, they are seeming to be a contender for some solid points. Haas might be up on the decline. Coming up to a long straight. And Caleb gets a 3-second time penalty, and we witnessed it as well. 3 seconds goes to the Haas driver. That is not going to be great. This is also half a second back. He has that DRS. He has ERS, but he doesn't want to waste it. Oh, that 3-second time penalty is going to be bad. Is he going to try to attempt an overtake down here? No, you will not. That 3 seconds is going to be interesting. A Rogue Ranger. Sure, bro. Gotta think of some nickname, I guess. Nobody goes off of the track. Nobody pulls an Oscar Piastri. It's not really raining. It's almost impossible to do that. But definitely not impossible. So Caleb with the DRS. Is he going to try to fancy an overtake down on the inside? I don't think he's going to. I also don't really think it's worth it. No, he does not. About Bajeet on any other driver. Pineapple's thinking about it. Hits the brake a lot later. Gets dirty tires, though. Here's some wheel spin. He's trying to get past Chase. He's trying to get up into the points. He has that P9. He has that 2 points. But I think he wants more than 2 points. He goes really wide. Almost breaks his wing in doing so. Because of it, Bajeet might be able to make an overtake. No, he will not. Took an awkward line. And that's what screwed him up in the end. Burt with the fastest lap so far. Complete clean air. But he's down in P15. So how much does that extra point actually matter? I can't think of anything for Caleb since he's in a Haas and he's not the fastest. He's not the fastest out of everybody. Bro, he might be. You don't know that, bro. Caleb is proving to be fast as hell. He has the fastest time trials on almost every track. Caleb's fast. Caleb's quick. But now the only team with time penalties is Haas. Besides Bears down to P17. Haas are getting time penalties. They need a way to manage that. It's Caleb P2. Rafko P6. These drivers are fighting for every last bit of it, as Damian was 2 seconds back, and now he's half a second back. That proves that these drivers are fighting wheel to wheel and fighting for every position. We gotta do an analysis on who's the fastest. I mean, listen. You got in the top 4, you got 3 champions. Plumpy, the champion of Season 4. Caleb, the champion of Season 2. Rockstar, the champion of Season 3. The only champion who's not racing still in DRS was the champion of Season 1, who retired the next season. Yeah, bro. Banks, you didn't realize the penalty, bro? Come on, bro. Lock in. Okay. Caleb got a penalty last time here. He sends it into this corner too much, and I think he just got another warning. He's going to get a penalty probably on the next lap. Caleb is sending it into that corner way too fast. He almost needs to lift in that corner a lot more. Caleb trying to make an overtake. Can't do it. Still can't do it. He just cut another corner. Caleb is going to start to fill these penalties here soon. Caleb almost locks his tires up. You can hear it in the audio. So any other driver fancying going to try and attempt to fancy an overtake. Well, Pineapple's on the McLaren. No, he will not either. But he has pressure from Bajeet. He needs to be careful. Sarkles, maybe Sarkles on Stimrat. He is a driver that likes to settle back, but he can't settle back for long as he is farther back with his damage and might have to pit again. Settling back might not be the strategy. We have a slow-moving car, slow-moving something, bro. I don't even know what just happened. And he overtakes into turn 1. No, they will not. Caleb's still riding the back of the Red Bull. Racco just turned into Matt. Good recovery, though. Obviously, good recovery because he is still in a good position. Burt, fast lap once again. You can get that extra point, but he has to get up into the points first. Gonna have a second back. Now we need to be careful because MC's actually closer to him than he is to Plumpy. Caleb is really causing a DRS train here. And Maida just got a warning. He goes for MC, but both Ferraris are now behind. Rockstar needs to get through so that he can let Damien through as well. There's a lot of fighting in this top 5. Like a lot of fighting here. Sarkles might try to fancy an overtake. He cuts a corner. You can tell he's getting aggressive. You can tell he's getting mad. He knows he's sitting in the back, but he doesn't have to. 3-second time penalty goes to Burt for multiple warnings. Sarkles hits the brakes way later than Stimrat. Damien P5, Rockstar P4, Matt or MC P3, Caleb P2, and Plumpy's in P1. They'll try to take a better line, but I think they actually lost him more time. Don't really want to hit the curb on that corner. Okay, does Caleb do it again? Does he go off the track once more? Let's see if he fixed his problem. He did fix. I don't even know if he fixed it that time. The exit was kind of iffy. Track limits can be really strict sometimes in this game. He's half a second back. He might be too far. He has the, yeah, because he's not using any ERS. He doesn't want to use any ERS right now, which could be smart, but could be very, very bad as he's just sitting back and relaxing with a 3-second time penalty. Now he's 3/10 back. Can he try to fancy anything now? Rockstar, can he try to fancy anything? No, he does not. We are in the definition of a DRS trade. Maybe Bajit on the McLaren. 3/10 back. He has no ERS to use. And neither does the McLaren, so. Sargo's got past. Stimrat wants to get past too, but Stimrat almost goes off the track. Bird's going to fly right through because of it. And wait, we have a retirement. Caleb is out of the session. Caleb is out. Caleb and MC are out. They're dead on the track. What just happened? Caleb racing for that win. MC racing for that win as well. Somehow make contact on the straight. Somehow, well, they definitely tire locked. That's for sure. I think MC tried to make an overtake on Caleb and they tire locked and nobody hit the brakes. Nobody tried to back out. They both got greedy for position and they both hit the wall. You also almost can't pull out either. Like, when you're tire locked, you're almost damn near dead every time. Bro, I'm going to. Okay. No contact, just spun. Bro, MC, talk to me like that again, bro, and I swear I'll time you out for an hour. If not, I'll time you out for 24 hours. Calm down. Either way, both out. Somebody spun, and the other person smacked the side of him, I guess. Caleb has left the session. We now have another availability in Team Principal, if admins want to add a Team Principal. Bro, what did I just say? You know what? Fine, I'll just time you out after this race then, bro. I just said stop talking to me like that. Either way, Matt is in P5. Everyone is seconds down from each other, but this will help the midfielders. Midfielders in this race. I'm not saying the midfielders in general. As Matt is in P5. See, Logan moves up to P6. Two people is going to really impact the race. Especially because now that both Ferraris are on the podium. Both Ferraris are going to have to fight for the podium. Now both Ferraris just make it to the podium. However, one can't double stack unless they really slow down, but they're going to have to double stack because it might be the only pit. Oh, this is going to really screw over Damien. Damien should only lose out to Rafko, though. I don't think he's going to lose out to Matt. I think Matt was too far back. Yeah, see, Damien's already in the pits. Yeah, so Matt was too far back. But he did lose out. Wait, did he lose out to Rafko? No. Yeah. Pineapple somehow just slipped through, bro. Pineapples decided to take the different strategy. Is he on mediums? Okay, thank God. If he was on Haas, bro, that would have been crazy. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So let's figure this out, right? Let's really look through the data here. We got Plumpy still leading the race. He's been dominant the entire race. He hasn't been dominant when it comes to track times, but he's been dominant in the fact that he's been able to keep everybody behind when he needs to. CM Loken decides to make things difficult for Rockstar and Damien by putting himself in between. Then Pineapple says, you know what, I'll join that party, CM Loken, and puts himself between both Ferraris and makes it even harder for Damien. Plumpy's going to look at this and really hope for a good result, especially because these two drivers are on slower tires. But it could be a great result for Kick and CM Loken if this works out in their favor. Another safety car in a couple laps would significantly help them. Rafko in P6 trying to recover after his teammate has DNF'd. Matt P7 is a penalty coming from all the collisions that have happened. Bert P8, but he's had a lot of collisions, a lot of incidents, so we'll see what happens there. Stammer at P9, Ginger P10, but Jeep P11. It's his rookie debut. Can he get those points? Chase P12 in the McLaren kind of struggling here today, and Mercedes are not having it. As Mercedes with another safety car, which means everybody has a free pit stop, and they are so far down. This might be the last pit stop of the day as well, so now they're going to have to make all these positions on track. Sarkles is going to have to pull out his old Wise One book and try to give everybody a time penalty. But let's see if he has enough clips to do so. Usually he does. Usually he has like 18,000 clips. Yeah, I think so. I don't know where you are on the thing. Just ask at admin. Admin are the ones that do that. I had an unholy amount of understeer and was still faster. God. Yeah, bro, Caleb, you were crazy fast. Like, crazy fast. I don't know why Caleb DNF'd. MC MC spun out or Caleb spun out. One of them hit each other. Doesn't matter. You'll see a clip of it. Somebody spun, I think, and then the next person died. Bro, what do you mean no points? Bro, no, I mean, not B. Banks, I feel like you just don't I feel like you just don't realize you have a second driver, bro. You have Rafco in B6. Couldn't tell you. Car just had no grip and then poof, no. Yeah, bro. Car just had grip and then poof, no grip. Yeah, usually what happens. Check tires. Let's do it. Why not? See, bro, Lucid, I told you I'll check tires every time you ask. Okay, Plumpy on brand new. Yeah, so everybody is almost a brand new tire. Actually, no, they're not. This is interesting. Plumpy on brand new tires and a 13-lap old hard tire separates him from Rockstar, who's also on a 1-lap old tires. Then 11-lap tires go to Pineapple. Yeah, so we got some slow guys separating each and every top driver. Rafco, brand new tires, MP6. This could be great, especially because 2 drivers ahead have to pit. Matt, same way. We can see a different podium here today. Burt makes up positions, but he has a 3-second time penalty, I think. Somebody just collided with somebody. So Rafco just collided with Damien, and now Rafco is missing some of his wing. So Rafco, I think, just collided with Damien. I'm pretty sure. Did he? Yeah, because he's missing wing right there. Yeah, I think he collided. This is going to be interesting then. People are starting to glitch. This is going to be, bro, don't glitch. We made it the entire race. I thought we were going to glitch in qualifying, glitch out, and everything else. We made it the entire race. Well, yeah, bro, we still have a lot of laps left to go. You know what I mean? We still got more than 10 laps left to go. I think we'll be okay. Polar has left the session, which means another person can join if they want. Yeah, what's up, Polar? Yeah, bro, I'll be so mad. Yay, Steve Loken is starting. Rockstar was caught significantly off guard. But Damien is not. He's right on the back. Will he try to make an early overtake? Yes, he does. Pineapples needs to give the room, but he doesn't want to force anybody off track. I don't think he does. I think there's a lot of room there. And do we have a safety car? We have another safety car. At this point, if I was Steve Loken, I might just be like, you know what, let's pick. Because safety car's going to lapse probably a lap. 2 max. Who died? Why do we have a safety car? Okay, who's missing? Who's missing a wing? We're going to go through every single drive. We're going to figure out who died. We're going to figure out who died, bro. We're going to figure this out. Somebody just tell me who died. Does anybody know who died? Polar, Polar, I see that. You can't, I don't know if you can join. My admins will know. I don't know what the order is. Just at admin, B-Red, and ask if you can join. They'll look at the thing. I think you can join. I'm 90%. Polar left the session, so I'm pretty sure you can join, but I don't know who has priority. My admin's still at the priority thing. Oh, no one died. Oh yeah, Bajit's out. Interesting. Huh. Well, I got safety car for no reason. Is at least, and Simo goes in the pits. Rockstar is a free man, and so does Pineapples. Damien has been released. Rockstar has been released. This is gonna be interesting now. Today Plumpy knows these drivers are fast. He knows behind. Rafco's making up positions. Matt as well. This might be a great result for Matt. Great result for Rafco. Yes, he's a 3-second time penalty, but so do a decent amount of other people. And in 10 laps, you could gain easily 3 seconds from one driver to another. Yes, it's V-Carb, then Alpine, then Red Bull. If V-Carb don't got one, Alpine, both out. I don't know about Haas. Haas, you can join the session now if you want to. Can I get an invite? If there's a Haas engineer that wants to join the session for Rafco, you can. My admins will deal. Be red. You don't do it in the Twitch chat, bro. Just go to Discord at my admins. Ask if you're the next one in line, and if so, can you join? And they'll let you.